Now, following flash floods in KwaZulu-Natal, where 5 people lost their lives, let's get some reaction right now. We are joined by Siboniso Mngadi from the Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs. Mr. Mngadi, a pleasure to have you on the program this evening. Firstly, how has the Ladysmith community been coping with the aftermath of the floods? Can you provide insights into the specific challenges faced by residents there?
Yeah, we received a call around the early hours of today that 5 cars were swept away when the riverbank collapsed in Ladysmith. So our disaster management teams working together with our disaster social partners, which is Alamdat Foundation and IPPS Medical Rescue and the SEPS K9, they responded to the scene in the early hours to start the search. So far, we can confirm that 5 people have been confirmed to have passed away as a result. And there's 11 more people that are still missing. Our search and rescue are still continuing. However, we are told that they have stopped the search by now because we did not have enough capacity since it was a holiday, and also the weather there is still continuing to drizzling, and there is more rain that is expected. However, tomorrow morning they will continue with the search and rescue. Will bring more capacity to the ground. We can confirm also that there were 20 people that were displaced because the flood affected the caravan park that is nearby the river. As people they sought temporary accommodation with their relatives since it was a Christmas day. But our team also went there to visit them together with the local municipalities to ensure that we provide the immediate relief. However, but we're hoping that maybe by tomorrow they will come back so that we can start clearing and offer the relief to those that who may need them.
Let's speak more about the relief that is being offered by government there. Let's speak about the measures that the KZN Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs has taken to support and also assist those affected by the floods, especially those who are displaced right now.
Yeah, those who are displaced right now, ordinarily we will open all the public facilities such as community halls in school, maybe as a temporary measure, so that we also provide food, shelters, blankets, and also there. But in this case, it was a different case because probably it was a Christmas day, and also it was people that were visiting at the caravan park that is nearby there. But we can confirm that on Friday we visited the area of downpours, which is also not far away from the Ladysmith and the Dundee in the Siboniso township, where last week people were also affected by these heavy rains. We normally provide the blanket, the food, because some families they lose everything during this disaster. So we normally provide all those kind of relief, working together with our social partners. But I also want to confirm that prior to the Christmas holidays, we've launched the multi-agency disaster awareness campaign. This was to alert all the communities around the province about the disaster, the risk that by coming with the disaster, because in terms of the pattern of the weather warnings that we've been receiving from the South African Weather Services, it shows that we will receive more than a normal rainfall during this summer season, and we have been responding to quite a number of disaster incidents across the province, which has resulted to the death of over 10 people now.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Mngadi, in terms of the long-term recovery plan, what initiatives or plans are in place to rebuild and also strengthen the affected communities?
Well, there are programs that are currently underway. I will take you back to Ethekwini municipality. The municipality has been providing houses as we speak. Before Christmas, there were houses that were open to the disaster victims. However, there are incidents that make the process take longer than we want to, such as the availability of land, because when houses have been washed away, for us as government and municipalities, it's not easy for us to rebuild on the very same area. We need to assess the area and make sure that it is not prone to disasters and stuff, and find more suitable venue. Because one of the things that we've been calling to the communities, particularly in the urban areas and also in the rural areas, that when people they occupy the land, they must make sure that it is safe. It's not like in the low-lying areas, because when such rains comes, those people are more likely to be affected by the flood. So when we provide houses, we want to make sure that houses are built in a place that is not at high risk of being flooded. So we've been assessing those, working together with the Human Settlement and other relevant departments that we normally work with to respond on the floods.
Oftentimes in situations like this, any help is welcomed. How can individuals and organizations outside the region contribute to the ongoing relief efforts there in Ladysmith?
Yeah, well, we would really appreciate the relief, but with the disaster management centers, the Alfred Duma local municipality and Utuela district, which is currently affected in Ladysmith, those who wish to donate maybe something, they can visit their website and social media pages and pledge. We also work with quite a number of NGOs like Al-Madad Foundation, IPF, Medical Rescue. We also work with the SEPs. So anyone who wishes to lay a helping hand, we will really appreciate as government so that we can together maybe try and assist those who have been affected by these floods.
Mr. Mngadi, as we conclude our conversation, what key message or even advice would you like to share with our audience regarding disaster preparedness and also community resilience that you've seen?
Well, yes, I can confirm that as from today, the KwaZulu-Natal has been put on a level 2 alert by the South African Weather Services. So it means we are expecting the rain to continue to rain up until tomorrow. So we are urging all communities maybe to closely monitor the water levels that are coming to their yard. Those who will be traveling, if possible, please postpone your trip because some of the road will be flooding. There will also be a severe thunderstorm and lightning that also may lead to disaster. So whenever we issue those weather warning, we do plead with our communities to adhere to the calls that we are making to avoid and mitigate the risk that may be caused by this flooding. If necessary, please stay indoors whenever necessary, because maybe driving out, particularly at night on the flooded road, those may result to more damages to the human lives.
And Mr. Mngadi, lastly, is there a contact number where people can call for any information about these floods, or those who are trying to locate some of their relatives there?
Yeah, those who may have missing relatives, they can contact the police, because we are working with the police who help us maybe to search and rescue and report to anyone that may be missing. However, we also do use the social media pages to all municipalities across the province for people maybe to utilize, because we have contact details for each and every region in our province, and then as a province we consolidate the list and disseminate the teams and capacitate those municipalities who may not have a necessary capacity during those times. So we do urge, we also use, we work together with various media houses, the print, the social media and radio, to spread the message, particularly when we issue those warnings to the people.
Thank you very much for your time. That's Siboniso Mngadi. Of course, he comes from the Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs in KwaZulu-Natal, giving us an update on those floods in Ladysmith.